Obey my commands. Good luck. Touch those guys and let's come out and go to work.
The roar is one of expectation and fulfillment.
Both guys are good counter punchers in addition to being good all the way around fighters. Both counter punch very well.
Both can lead or counter.
Yes.
Both can box or punch. Hard right hand by Marquez. Barrera says, I'll throw a hard. Against the big fight mentality of Barrera, who's been here so many times before. Good 1-2 inside by Barrera. Marquez countered with a quick left hook. This time Marquez leads with the left hook.
This is world-class stuff this first round.
Right there, you saw Barrera look like he got hit with a solid right, but he rolled his head and took most of the power out of it.
And
right here, you see Marquez land a sweeping right hand on Barrera right there, and Barrera got hit with the punch. And if he keeps getting hit,
slightly higher percentage. Marquez throwing just a little bit more. Barrera landed 13 power shots. Marquez landed 14 power shots. In other words, little or nothing to choose between the two fighters. Fight, which he said were the other two hardest training camps of his career.
And he's working very good with a counter left hook whenever Marquez comes in. Sometimes he throws the left hook to the body because Marquez has a tendency to...
Stop! Barrera fires a straight right hand. Not a punch he'll use all that often. Good left hook to the body inside by Barrera while Marquez tries to work upstairs, making Marquez reach and then stepping inside and tattooing him with hard shots. That was a perfect right hand chop over the top. Marquez missing and missing again.
Barrera's left hooks has given a lot of problems to Marquez, and he's mixing up the left hooks. He's doing body punches and punches to the head, all with the left hook.
Once again, he made Marquez overreach, stepped inside and landed a body shot. Now Marquez lands a big left hook. Barrera lands a right hand in return. Ring, there's been nothing even remotely close to a clinch. This is what we're going to see all night long. Technical skill at its highest level. Finding that middle beat in your pattern to hit you with his jab. Just when you don't think it's coming, it comes out like a telescope.
He's made the transition from being a baby-faced assassin.
Barrera's got a strange jab. It looks a little awkward the way he does it. But he catches it because it's an off-beat type jab.
Absolutely.
Right here, you see one of the characteristics has made Barrera such a great fighter. Anytime he gets hit with anything, he always comes back with punches.
30-27, Marco Antonio Barrera. Jim, I gotta tell you, I think the guy's just in control of this fight. He's landing a cleaner, harder shots when he has to. He's at the top of his game. He seems to be...
He throws it at the moment when you're not expecting it.
Exactly. A lot of guys, when they jab, take a big step and you can time and feel the jab coming. He doesn't do that. He just pushes it out from when he looks like he's in a position where he can't jab. He had enough room to roll it off. The fight goes on.
Uppercut by Barrera. This is a tactical round 4. Barrera seems to have confidence at this point that he can win the boxing match, and is confident enough
to see him. It looked like that's the shot that he's really gambling on a lot.
But in terms of solid connects, Marco Antonio Barrera is being the boss once again in round 4.
I think it's the punch that he's gambling on to win this fight for the most. It's that right hand, and it seemed like he's trying to get him.
Remember many times watching rounds in Barrera's fights with Morales and wondering how could you
against him.
But Marquez is fighting an extremely determined fight. I see a man, I'm looking at his face. He is determined to fight the fight of his life also tonight. And I think going down the stretch, when this is a tit-for-tat fight.
Big uppercut for Marquez. You heard Nacho Beristain asking him to throw the uppercut. And he hadn't done so. Marquez Marquez missing with a long right hand. Barrera sticks the jab, sticks the jab, sticks the jab, moves in a radial circle. Marquez with a big left hook. Barrera fires. Caused by punch. I'm looking for the cut. It may be a small nick outside the left eye of Juan Manuel Marquez. Left hook for Marquez. Bangs Barrera back against.
Got written on it.
Barrera steps through the clinch and tries for a big uppercut, then dodges a left hand from Marquez. Barrera going to the body. Marquez going to the body. Left hook upstairs landed for Marquez. Barrera.
Interesting right now. Barrera's trying to throw right hand leads.
They trade combinations in the center of the ring, and both men land. A fight breaks out in the middle of the boxing match. How do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. 58, 56, 4 rounds to 2. Marco Antonio Barrera. You know, Jim, he just doesn't get busted up. Juan Manuel Marquez. Stop!
Manny, this must remind you of some great fights from the 50s and 60s.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying just the tension being in the corner with one of these guys, you know, knowing that the fight is watch out for. Because Marquez has been really gambling on that punch all night long.
Big left hook for Marquez. Suddenly he's beating Barrera to the punch over and over and over. And knocks Marquez down. Amazing. In a round that was almost 10-8, Marquez, Barrera scores the knockdown. A perfect right hand shot, and his knee went to the canvas. That was a knockdown. And if it's not ruled a knockdown, that's a terrible error. And he took away a point. And it could have been at least a 9-9 or maybe even a 10-9 for Barrera. It was a landslide in CompuBox where Marquez landed 33 out of 48 to only 11 and 4. Didn't get credit for an obvious knockdown.
You don't want to see a fight like this determined by a referee's mistake. Let's see how it plays out.
Great right hand.
What a great fight. Suddenly we've got a war in there.
Well,
there's no more technical boxing match tonight.
Emmanuel, you called it.
Feel the crowd getting momentary break as Marco Antonio Barrera continues to try to even the score and get back what he lost in the 7th round.
The left is puffed, the right is closing.
And Barrera's starting to land right hands of his own now. He's trying to get in closer to punching. He knows he's trying to get in with short punches right now. Instead of fighting at a distance.
Barrera is the older fighter because of all the wars he's been in, even though Marquez is chronologically a few months older.
But he's not showing that tonight.
What an upset it would be if Barrera could come back from what he's...
3-point swing is a huge swing.
There's no reason not to use instant replay in this sport now. Every other sport enhances itself.
It's doubtful that Marquez has ever looked this way.
Uppercut by Barrera.
At the end of a fight, much less at this stage.
And that show. Right here, you see Barrera coming back with right hands of his own now. He's becoming much more aggressive and trying to get very...
Punches landed. Marquez lands a big right hand. They rally in the center of the ring. Harold, very quickly, your card through 9.
Okay, Jim, 86, 84, 6 rounds to 3. Marco Antonio.
Attempt upstairs. Marquez has been the aggressor again in the first minute of round number 10. And gets in a big right hand to the mouth of Barrera. Strafing Barrera after 2 jabs. Big round for Marquez. 10 seconds to go in the round. See if Barrera throws in a late rally. They trade shots at the center of the ring.
Here you see Marquez landing the right hand, but you notice he threw a left hook before he threw the right hand this time, and that kind of distorted.
Jay Nady ruled it. fraction of a point from Barrera, therefore a 10-8 round for Marquez. It had been a huge Marquez
draw, and seemingly you were very right with that. Except maybe based on that scoring
big
situation.
left hook by Marquez. Back comes Barrera. My feeling was you've got two fighters who can adjust from round to round. By Barrera. Stops Marquez in his tracks.
You know, whatever the outcome of this fight from Marquez's point of view.
He ducked Marquez for 2 years.
He's always to me been maybe the best featherweight in the world, just not normal. Even when we had the big thing with Morales and him, I thought he should have been right up there with Barrera and Morales.
Both fighters trying to make statements for both fighters as the 12th round begins in Las Vegas. Big left hook by Marquez to start off the round.
He'll be moving all at the same time while he's punching.
Barrera jab, jab, jab. Throws a little right hand. Jabs and beats Marquez to the punch. Marquez lands a left hook. Barrera backs him off with his desire to finally win a big fight. Barrera comes back and strafes him with a left hook. Takes a left hook on the chin. Hits him back with one of his own. Rally last. Barrera lands 2 shots. Marquez tries again. Barrera with a right hand. Big left hook for Marquez. And the bell ends the drama. What a fight.
WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Juan Manuel Dinamita